and welcome to day 85, the start of week 13 on the PCT. Continuing to make our way towards the town of Etna. Currently 74 trail miles away, so still looking at 3 days from here. It's about 6 in the morning, up bright and early, looking for a big day today. Try and break the back of this section. Hopefully if we can do 30 miles today, we'll only have somewhere in the low 40s to go, which should be pretty comfortably done in 2 days. So yeah, see how we go today. Nowhere near as much climbing today. There's 1,000 feet in the first 6 miles, and then if I do 30 miles, there's 1,000 feet for the rest of the day. So it's a good day to do a big number. So day 85 on the PCT comes to an end. Big day, more than 34 and a half miles. Biggest day we've had this so far. So new clubhouse leader. It's been a frustrating day in that the trail has just wound in and around and on top of itself all day, back like in the desert. So I've walked a long way for what seems like very little distance covered. Still 34 miles closer now to Etna. Our next stop 40 miles away as we speak, so we'll be there in 2 days. Currently walking with Alka. I'll be taking a 0 in Etna. Start sorting out, sending boxes up the line. He will keep going. He's trying to get to Timberline Lodge by the 11th of April. August, 11th of August. So his time frame's a bit tighter than mine. Yeah, and we'll meet up again with our good buddy Vegas. He took a 0 in Dunsmuir, but he'll get to Etna the day after me, so catch up with him then. And we'll see you all later. So it's day 86. Still on our way to Etna. 40 miles to go. So obviously won't get there today. A lot of climbing today. Another 6,000 feet or so of climbing if we're to get 25 miles. Yeah, see how we go. So day 86 comes to a close. Another big day on the PCT. 30 miles again. First time I've done 30 miles 2 days in a row. And now we only have 9 tomorrow to get to Etna. So I'll get most of tomorrow and all of the day after off, which I really need a rest. If yesterday was a day of U-turns, today was a day of yo-yos. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And ending, of course, with up. Over 6,000 feet of elevation gain. Some lovely views in the morning and some beautiful views of the smoke all afternoon. But anyway, ever closer to Oregon. Should be there this time next week. Morning, day 87 on the PCT, and we're on our way to Etna. Just under 9 miles this morning, and then that'll be it for today. After 89 miles in 3 days. When we put that into metrics, it's almost 145 kilometres in 3 days. Beautiful morning, up nice and early, just awake. About a mile in, I reckon I've encountered 15 blowdowns already, but that's okay. Just about to start heading uphill, so I'll stop here. So day 87 is done. We're here in Etna, 8.8 miles for the day. We're in town by 9:30, myself, Alka, and another hiker, Oz. She turned around and went back out again. Alka's going out tomorrow, and I'm taking the day off and going to Walmart. So it looks like I'll be back to hiking by myself for a while, which will be a slight change, but I've still been hiking by myself during the day, just at night, meeting up at campsites and meeting up through the day. It's hot down here in town. It's 30 degrees still at 7 o'clock at night. It's an interesting day today. Tough little climb, patch of snow, and then hot day in town. But hopefully after tomorrow I'll be well rested. I'll have some boxes sent up the line, and I'll have some, be ready to go the next morning, knock off these last 90 miles of California. So today was day 88, 0 day. Pretty hectic morning. Got up early, took the bus to Wairika, which was the next town up the valley. Went to the Walmart, where Cliff Bars were $17 for a box of 15, as opposed to $4 each in the shop here in Etna. Cliff Bars form a major part of my hiking diet, so I was pretty keen to not pay $4 each for them. In fact, bought so many that I've now resupplied, not just for this next leg, but also the leg between sort of 2 legs time and then 4 legs time. So at this stage I've only got to resupply twice in Oregon. I'll have to go to Ashland, which is the next stop, 120 miles from here, and then to a town, either Sisters or Bend. Probably go to Sisters, I imagine, when the time comes, but I don't know. But I have enough food for getting to Ashland, which is 30 miles inside Oregon. Then I've mailed a box today to Crater Lake, so I'll be able to do the section from Crater Lake to the Sisters Bend Road, and then also I mailed another box to the Timberline Lodge, so I'll be able to walk from there to Cascade Locks without resupplying or going to a town. So I'll just be those 2 resupplies in Oregon, which means I'll be able to move through town and move through Oregon much faster. Good to have a 0 day today. It's been 500 miles since my last 0 day. My left knee is starting to hurt a little bit, which is not good. That's the knee that I've had 3 arthroscopes on in the past. Just keep an eye on that, obviously. See what happens over the next 4 or 5, probably 5 days to Ashland. I won't get to start till close to 9 tomorrow, although right now the weather's really closing in and it's dark. Looks like it's raining up on the hills, so I'm pretty glad I took a 0 today. If it's pouring with rain in the morning, I might take another one. Don't really enjoy walking in the dark, in the rain, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been a good day. Busy day. Chased up my box that's gone missing. The wonderful Ed and Susan sent me another box to Sierra City. When I was in Sierra City, I asked them, because I got there before the box, so I asked them to forward it to Chester. Got to Chester, it wasn't there. Rang the store. They said it was still at the store. Asked them to send it here. Got to the post office, it wasn't here. Turns out no one has any idea where it is. Post office in Sierra City are now frantically looking for mine and about 20 other hikers' boxes that have gone missing. Post office tracking shows that it did go to the post office in Sierra City, so must still be there somewhere. And that's it. And then I've just sat around doing nothing, and now I'm going to Dollar General to get some stuff for dinner. So it's been a good day. So good morning, day 89 here on the PCT. Leaving it this morning. It's about 8:30, and we're on our way to Oregon. Next stop, Ashland, which is 120 miles away, 92 miles, I think it's 92 and a half miles of California to go. It's no real plan yet today. I think it's just a day where I walk till 4 o'clock and then make up my mind then where I'll end up. There is a campground 24 miles along, so got my eyes on that, but not committed. To see how we go. So we've got 120 miles to Ashland, so hopefully that's a fifth day run in terms of I'll get to Ashland on the 5th day. Bought enough food for 5 whole days, probably more. Always got too much food. We'll see how we go, but that should be fairly comfortably in the 5th day. It's exciting that we'll be out of California and into Oregon. Everyone says the walking's much easier in Oregon, a lot less climbing, a lot flatter. Should be able to pump out 30 miles a day fairly consistently in Oregon, according to trail veterans. We'll wait and see, but at the moment, still in California, trail's still made out of rocks, and it's still going up and down. And so day 89 of the PCT comes to a close. 24 miles today with the late start. Didn't get started till 8:30. When you're in town, you're sort of dependent upon trail angels, particularly somewhere like Etna, where it's 15 miles back to the trail on a road that basically no one uses. So it was dependent upon Dusty the trail angel. She was happy to take me at 8, but I don't think she would have been all that thrilled about taking me at 6. So I didn't get started really till 8:30. It was a lonely day. I've seen one person all day, and that's here at camp. So hiking all day, did not see anybody. Challenging day because I was doing well in the morning, 8.5 miles in the first 3.5 hours. And then the condition of the trail just turned into rocks, like back in Yosemite sort of thing. And my pace just slowed right back to a Yosemite type pace, like barely 2 miles an hour. But then it cleared up in the afternoon, back to dirt, and I was able to get it back up to 24 miles for the day. There was sort of storms threatening, but they've not happened. I will put the fly on my tent tonight, but it's unlikely there's going to be another storm, I think. So we'll get ready and raring to go to try and get all the way to Sade Valley tomorrow, 31 miles. There's a lot of downhill in that, so we'll see how we go. If we get there early enough, there could be a hamburger and a Dr. Pepper in my future. Good morning, everyone. Day 90 on the PCT, and we're off in the direction of Sade Valley. It's 32 miles away. There's a campsite at 26 and an RV park at 32.7. So plan today is to walk till 4 o'clock, see where we're at, make a decision there as to what we do. Hopefully I can get all the way. If not, we're camping at 26 and doing the 6-mile road walk tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock and I'm calling it a day on day 90. It's been a tough day. I thought it would be a lot more productive than it was. There's just so many blowdowns across the trail. I'm not exaggerating when I say it must be close to 250. Those just take the energy out of you, both physically and mentally. Particularly with some of them, you had to get on your hands and knees to negotiate them. Other ones, we had to basically roll over the top of. Some I had to climb up on and walk along to get over. And there was others you just stepped over. So it was very challenging, particularly mentally, because I had an idea that I was going to get 6 miles further down the trail than I have. And to be honest, I expected to be at this campground a good hour, maybe even an hour and a half before I was, and that's purely the blowdowns. Based on the elevation loss, I should have been here. I was at 15 miles at midday, so with that elevation loss, I should have been here at probably 3:30. It's now 5 o'clock, so that shows you just how tough it's been. Don't know what tomorrow holds at this stage. Sort of feel like I want to take a half day, but we'll see. It's 6.5 miles into Sade Valley, and then it's a 4,800 foot climb. If maybe I can get that done, the 6 miles and then the climb, I can still get over the border the next day, which I want to do because that will be exactly 3 months of walking in California. Not a big deal if I don't, but it'd just be nice. Good morning, day 91, end of week 13 on the PCT. Hopefully our last full day in California. We've got 42 miles of California to go. Big climb today, almost a 5,000 feet climb. Before that though, 7.3 miles of road walking into the town of Sade Valley and beyond. So that'll be the first task for the day. It's gravel road for now. I'll stop at the shop and top up supplies, just a couple of things, and then up the hill we'll go. It'll be a similar climb to the climb out of Belden, a little bit longer than the one from Sierra City, but got all day, not in a hurry. As I said, 42 miles and we'll be in Oregon, which is always the plan, has been the plan for about probably 2 weeks, that I would cross that border tomorrow, so right on target. We'll just see how we go. So I just stopped for breakfast at the Sade Valley Cafe, and that is basically 1,000 miles to go. So we are now under 1,000 miles to go as we walk down this road. Hard to believe I've done 1,650 miles. So that's the end of day 91, into 13 weeks on the PCT. Currently 21 miles short of the Oregon border. Shorter day today, just ran out of steam. 6,000 feet of climbing in about 12 miles. So just knocked me for 6, to be honest, after yesterday's dramas. Expected to get further, but it didn't, so big day needed tomorrow, but we should get 21 comfortably enough. And there's maybe even a bit more, we'll see. And that'll have us into Oregon exactly 3 months after we started. Yeah, a lot of up, a lot of down, a lot of up today, a lot of up. Started at 1,400 feet above sea level and currently at about 6,000. So yeah, it's been a hard day.